Hi, my name is Tony, and this is my office. This is where I make it all happen. This is also my living room. This is where I run my business from. But this video is not about my business. It's about these plants. Can anyone guess what these plants are? Just by giving a little glance at them here. There they are. Look these up. If you guessed pomegranates, you guessed right. All right. And this is a video I decided to make on the progress of these plants. Over the next couple of years, I'll be doing some updates on how they're doing, how they're growing, potting soil I use. This is about how I got them started. So I'm eating pomegranates, and I hate throwing away the seeds. I don't like eating them. So I wind up throwing them away. I decided to give back, to try and grow some of these. And I had no idea I was going to be so successful at getting them to come up out of the soil. So these are worm castings that they're in. And as you can see, there's a big chunk taken out of this flower pot here. Well, I didn't have enough soil. After I put everything in here, I had a little bit left in a bag. This pot was empty. And these 7 plants were the very first ones to come up over here while that was still present. So I haven't gotten a chance to get back to the store yet and get this bag. I got this bag from Lowe's, and these plants are doing pretty good in this, and I think it's pretty nutrient. Has plenty of nutrients in the soil for what these plants need. So now this soil is very moisture, very water draining. You can put water here today. It's very cushiony. It's not thick, it's cushiony. It's not a hard, thick stuff, but I was thinking about adding a little sand in there maybe to give them, I don't know, once they get a little bigger, they're gonna need to be, I guess, have more stable soil or something they can hold on to instead of sinking and falling over or something maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transplant these again. Like I said, these were the first ones came up over here. I took them out of here and put them over here. Immediately when they did, these started to sprout up. Now, if you look at these, there may be 20, 25 plants in here. This is something different. This is the rosemary. I think it's rosemary. Sage or something. This is my wife's plant. I took it out of another pot and threw it in here just to make her feel good. It was in the planter with mine. So all of these are going to come out and go into their own pots. So what happens with this is I had over 60 seeds in here. Each one of them came up. They started coming up everywhere. I know I couldn't do anything with those seeds, with those sproutlings. I say that way. And I took them out. I took them out one by one. And I hated doing it, by the way. I want to see them all live, but I don't have anywhere else space to put them. So I tore them up. I dropped them down in there, and they're gonna compost. So when I refill this in, I don't know if I'm gonna use this or anything else. Maybe just to start my seeds and retransplant them into pots. But it's gonna be some vegetable seeds like tomatoes, bell peppers, or something like that. But I don't have an idea or a plan yet, a solid plan of what I'm gonna do with this planter, this, I'd say, starter. So these plants, back to these. When these first came up, these little leaves right here, there was 2 of them, and a little thing like the top of that, this little tip was coming up out the middle of there. This little thing. These, I would set these, the whole thing, that as well as that, on this windowsill. I am on the 3rd floor. I am on the 3rd floor. and the sun and his window is facing east. Okay. Right now. Excuse me for the noise. This is the blinds. But these used to, I would put them down there in the mornings and let them stay all day. And at the end of the day, I noticed these were pointing towards the sun this way. All of them, every one of them. And I didn't want the plants to grow crooked, so I was spin the plant around the opposite way, and they would stand back up. So that's when I realized, letting the sun be going over the roof. Then I realized, catch me sometime. I realized that to get them to grow straight up, because I've seen some plants on here on YouTube, to where they were all leaning and wobbling and falling over, and it wasn't getting them to stand up straight. So I took them and put them under the light directly, so they won't lean. Those that they are leaning a little, but that's what was going on. It's like they're hungry for light. See these? See what they're doing? I don't know if you can see what they're doing. They were doing it worse than that. They're all leaning that way. Yeah, they're leaning towards because the light is still back over that way. They search for light. They search for light and they lean. So I don't want them leaning. So now if I take and turn this, pull it out and turn it around, they'll be more stable on them because they're building this in. But if it wasn't, that's what they do. They follow light. So I'm gonna give you updates on this. Oh, and there's another sprouting right here, coming up, right there. This is how it will come up, and I don't even know how that seed got there. I guess when I was transplanting, might have been stuck to one of the roots or something, and we decided it wanted to come out. I don't know, what should I do with it? Should I delete it or pull it up and compost it, or should I give it a chance? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And on that note, I'll be giving you updates in the future on these plants. They will be getting transplanted into their own pots. Maybe something bigger than this pot, because this is just a hand size. This is like a gallon or something. And I want, probably get like a 5 gallon or something. I don't want too big, but I want those roots to be able to really spread out and get established. Again, leave your thoughts in the comments. And until the next time.